Well, when it was done high school in Gretna, my idea kind of was to go to CMU.
Oh, for sure.
Or to University of Winnipeg. I was kind of between them. Sorry, not Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of between them, but my mom put quite a bit of pressure on me to come back. So eventually I gave in and I came back.
Yeah.
And I looked at a few universities in the city of Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And I had set up a few meetings to just go see the schools, what they would offer and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we went to the first one, which was Universidad La Salle, a Catholic university.
Okay, yeah.
And it was after hours. It must have been around 6:30 to 7 in the evening or something. And the rector de la universidad, he took time off to show me around and everything.
Yeah.
And I just felt so welcomed. It was awesome. So I had pretty much made up my mind that was going to be my university.
Yeah.
But my mom had kind of the issue with it being a Catholic university.
Oh, for sure.
So,
yeah.
she asked him, so what is the deal if my son is not, if he's non-Catholic and he comes to the school, what would happen in this university?
Yeah.
So he explained that I could always give my point of view. Never would they try to convert me or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't even go to the other universities. I stayed there. That's how much I had liked it.
Yeah.
So I was in between Mercadotecnia and Licenciatura en Comercio Internacional, and I decided for the latter one, and I started in 2007.
Yeah.
There was only 2 Mennonites, me and a girl in that school, in that university. So
yeah. And did you know her from before, or she was from a completely different community, or?
I knew her from before. She's from Blumenau Church. She went to Blumenau School.
Yeah.
So we were actually roommates.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
And so you lived on campus there. You didn't commute. That'd be quite a ways to go to Chihuahua.
That would be quite a bit. I didn't live on campus. There's no dormitories on campus. But we did rent a house.
Yeah.
There was 4 of us in that house.
Oh yeah.
So 3 guys and a girl.
Yeah.
Poor her, but yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, for me, it was from the house to the university a 7-minute drive. So it was fairly close.
Yeah. And then just kind of coming back on the weekends or holidays or things like that.
I always came back weekends, holidays. So.
Yeah. And so what was that like moving to the big city, all the new and different experiences there in Chihuahua for university?
To tell you how nervous I was, I got rashes on my whole body.
Oh, yeah.
Which the doctor explained to me it came from nervousness.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's how nervous I was about it, because I had always been in a Mennonite bubble. Even when I was in Canada, I was always in a Mennonite bubble. So for me, that was going to be a completely different experience.
Yeah.
Which was exciting at the time, but it really did make me nervous because I had no idea what to expect.
Oh, for sure.
Because even with my mestizo relationships I had within the community, it was always in the community and not outside of it.
Absolutely, yeah. So
it was kind of like they adapted to me.
It was kind of on Mennonite terms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I had to adapt to non-Mennonite terms.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing experience. I mean, the first few weeks at the university, always after class, I would always look for the other Mennonite girl in the university, and we'd just talk.
Yeah.
But I mean, this couldn't always be the case. And eventually I started, people started approaching me because they always thought I was a foreigner.
Oh, for sure.
So they asked me where I was from, so I told them I was from Cuauhtemoc, and then I had to explain the whole Mennonite deal, and they asked me, why aren't you here in a horse and buggy? Why aren't you wearing your typical clothes? Yeah. So that's how my friendships actually started.
Yeah.
By me explaining to them that I am a Mennonite, even if I don't dress like one.
Exactly. And a Mexican.
And a Mexican, exactly. So that was it was a very neat experience. The first few weeks, quite a few had already invited me out to their place for a meal. Yeah, I met their parents.
Yeah,
it was amazing to me. I mean, us Mennonites were usually not as hospitable as mestizos, and that's something that was a huge cultural shock in a positive way for me.
For sure.
And eventually, I had some of my best friends are now from university.
Oh, so. Yeah. And then how much time was that you were there at the university?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. Yeah. And the field of study again was?
Licenciatura en Comercio Internacional.
Okay.
So international commerce. So
wonderful.
That's what I did. Yeah, it was, even the classes, I mean, the school always has classes formativas, which would be Catholic oriented.
Oh, for sure.
So they were mandatory for me, so I did go.
Yeah.
And I never had a problem. I mean, I related to a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
And a huge mind changer for me was I was always taught that, Catholics are pretty much bad.
For sure.
And when I was there, I saw there's a lot of good Catholics. There's a lot of Christian Catholics.
Yeah.
We believe in the same God.
Yeah.
And this is something that I experienced through these classes. And
Yeah.
I started going to masses and everything with my classmates. And it was just amazing to me because... And I got in contact with the director de las clases formativas, the religious part of the university.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, we believe in the same thing. We should do something together.
Oh, yeah.
So eventually he booked the cathedral of the city of Chihuahua, the Catedral Metropolitana. And I came to Bible school here and I asked if the choir wouldn't want to sing there. So,
wonderful.
So we did that.
Yeah.
So the choir came to the cathedral in the city and they had a performance there. And it was the first time for the Cathedral of Chihuahua to have a non-Catholic group perform at the cathedral.